Just finally said, news reaching us is that Igbo king, person of Shukudu Jude Iyenetu, has sued Honorable Dr. Hassan Ayariga. He has so many evidence against the Igbo king Iyenetu. So at this point in time, all figure crossed. Let's see how the whole matter now go. Remember, the law now is involved.
Breaking news, social media is on fire again as Mr. Jude Iyenetu, also known as Igbo chief, sued Dr. Hassan Ayariga to court, and this has brought a lot of reaction between Ghanaians and Nigerians, and they have a lot to say. Let's take a look at these videos, and please do not forget to like the video, share and subscribe. I'll be back to throw more light on it.
So finally said, news reaching us is that Igbo king, person of Shukudu Jude Iyenetu, has sued Honorable Dr. Hassan Ayariga for defamatory and all that with the sum of 50 million Ghana cedis. 50 million Ghana cedis. So that is the stage now. So both of them are going to battle it out in court. Those who have evidence should start coming out. So that is the stage we are now. The Igbo king says since Mr. Ayariga accused him for so many things and he demands for apology, Dr. Hassan Ayariga no gree apologize for the defamatory words he used against him. So he decided to sue Honorable Dr. Ayariga, that Honorable Dr. Ayariga call him ritualist, criminal, scam and other defamatory words, of which, according to him, the Igbo king is innocent. So he said the best thing to do, both of them should go to court, that Honorable Dr. Hassan Ayariga should bring his own evidence. So at this point in time now, what is on ground is evidence should roll out. More evidence should roll out. No say no be who first go court, now see the win case. You see they be like that. But at this point, even Dr. Hassan Ayariga, they talking for TV and radio station and even live stream, say he has so many evidence against the Igbo king Iyenetu. So at this point in time, all figure crossed. Let's see how the whole matter now go. Remember, the law now is involved. So let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, information reaching me right now that the Igbo king or the Igbo chief in Ghana have sued Hassan Ayariga, heavily, to the extent that, ladies and gentlemen, the ground is shaking, and this thing has started creating a lot of hullabaloo on the media and underground too, about Dr. Chukwudi Ihenemetu, the Igbo king or the Igbo chief in Ghana, that he have sued Hassan Ayariga for defamation of character and for some damages and a lot of things, and you guys about the lawsuit at the top, so you guys can read it and you will know the outcome of it. But let me take some key points in this lawsuit that we'll talk about it now. Earlier on in September, Hassan Ayariga petition, so many petitions against Dr. Chukwudi Ihenemetu. One of the petitions recently at the police headquarters was Chukwudi is into human trafficking. He's a human trafficker. He's selling human parts and he's a scammer. He's not a chief. A lot of petition, a lot of things in the petition, which they have called Chukwudi Ihenemetu this September only, that he went to clarify the air that all those accusations are false. So because of that, he needs to sue Hassan Ayariga for the clarification. First of all, in the suit, it is stated clearly that Chukwudi is supposed to engage in some business activity with some people from outside, from some NGOs who wanted to engage into poultry farm business with Dr. Chukwudi Ihenemetu, which amounted $5,600,000. But because of this hullabaloo on the social media, that business is no longer, or the people have retreated themselves because of that. So Chukwudi is demanding $50 million because of the damages, and Dr. Hassan Ayariga House also used some abusive words and a lot of defamatory words against Chukwudi on Frontline TV station show. That was 19th of July 2025. You can cross-check it. A lot of videos on the social media on this. So ladies and gentlemen, it's really an opprobrium. It's really very bad to the extent that this thing is turning into something else. We saw this thing from the beginning, and we tried to warn both Ghanaians and Nigerians not to engage into this ethnocentrism or tribalistic agenda or this kind of xenophobic agenda, but it turned or resulted into something. Right now, as me, myself, I am here. I've been fined to pay 25,000 Ghana cedis because of publication of false news and defamation of character against Ghana boy Nie on TikTok, which I've been arrested, detained at the police station from Thursday 11th September, released on 12th September 2025. That was Friday. Right now, we pleaded with them. I've done apology videos and all those things. We pleaded with them, and they said I should pay 18,000 Ghana cedis. I'll pay 6,000, left 12,000 for now. Next week, Thursday, we are supposed to pay. The same thing Chukwudi is also demanding that Hassan Ayariga should come and retract his word. That is the inside the lawsuit, the court, the lawsuit that they have sent to Hassan Ayariga. It is inside that he should come and retract his word. Apologies to Dr. Chukwudi and the Nigerians, and also pay 50 million Ghana cedis for the defamatory or for the damages that he has caused to them and his company, because the companies are run by the Igbo man and the wife who is a Ghanaian.
Are you serious? I'm telling you. Cassettes. And he made millions of CDs to buy land.
He did not make millions of CDs. He brought in a lot of prostitutes.
Prostitutes?
Ladies, you know the Nigerians
are living in this country. The Igbo king is there. The Igbo's 419 boys are there.
Vidya, personally I think you are stupid, but I stand corrected. Kindly watch this video.
They said kidnappers killed fish magnets. But in actual sense, it is the government that killed fish magnets. Yes. In actual sense, it is Charles Soludo that killed fish magnets. Yeah. In actual sense, it is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that killed fish magnets. In actual sense, it is the local government chairman that killed fish magnets. In actual sense, it is the IG of police that killed fish magnets. In actual sense, it is the chief of defense staff and the chief of army staff that killed fish magnets. Yes. Because we pay our tax.
Gentlemen, are you aware that personally your biggest problem is your own government? Yet, you don't seem to prioritize the pursuit of solving and attacking that as a problem you face as a country. As a country, your biggest problem are your leaders. So Vidya, what gave you that infantry to come to this country? Is it because some people were pushing you and making you feel that you're coming to this country would do nothing? When you came to the country, it was not impactful. For which pursuit, I don't know. When you went back to your country, unfortunately, the bizarre occurred. Fish magnet, someone who was admired by all Africa, lost his life. Nvidia, Nigeria Van Damme, Nigeria Commando, Nigeria I don't know, Nigeria Jesus. What could you do when fish magnet died? You only cried. That is all you could do, and mobilize yourself and jammed up onto a vehicle and began speaking blame statements. In your words, there was no call to action. My brother, you have got to descend from your high horses. Do not look at yourself and think that your body is an epitome of your intelligence. No, you are big in body, small in brain, because you lack the sense of prioritize. You personally feel helpless in Nigeria. But when you hear that as a result of another country's rules and regulations with regards to marketing, business and economics, there has got to be the need to shut the shops of foreign nationals and them get themselves legal documents to push their business venture as they continue selling after they have vindicated themselves or proven themselves as legal or right by the constitution of our nation something that completely does not concern your country, and not any diplomatic entity but you, a mafia like you and me, less like me, come to our country to do what? What was the impact of your movement? And brother, if you do not know the results for which there is a motion, don't take the motion. And if the impact would not be beneficial to the generation next to come, please don't bother yourself, venture in that quest. Are you understanding me? When you came to Ghana, can you give me a materialistic result to it, the benefit it has been to Nigerians in this country? If you do not take actions out of introspection is deep thinking. Celebration can also be compared to the word, it's a synonymous word, introspection. That is stupidity. Whenever you take an act you regret, it is because you didn't think right. So everybody has once been stupid. Let it not be an insult to you. Stupidity is not a state. It is a description for an action. It is the opposite of wisdom. Are you understanding me, my brother? And even the movement it took, if I were you, if I were in Nigeria, every Ghanaian that knows me knows how very crucial I tackle issues of gender, especially police brutality in this country. The very recent past IGP, Dampare, knows me. Yes, by trend. One time, police officers were admired by a young man who was running after their vehicle and stretched out his hand wanting to shake him. And the police slapped him. Ejami tugu Dampare sono. Dampare umipabo ineni. But he took off his eyes because I did not miss West and I did not insult it. VDM, you have got to steady, my brother. Steady. The game activism you find yourself is not a joke or a play. So you have got to know how to run your game. If you really want to see Africa unite, you have got to check your people everywhere in Africa. Because so far as it stands, generally, Nigeria is the problem of Africa and the world. Today, in 2025, Nigeria has trended for causing trouble. Nigeria is at its position, and the individuals in the country that represents the personification of the country when they get out of the country are those bringing the name tarnish to Nigeria. VDM, please, you have got to be smart and steady to understand the terrain you find yourself in. Activism is not mafiaism. Though it looks alike, it's not the same, bro. If you can only but cry when your leaders misbehave towards you with all your might and your valor and your poised courage you came to portray over here. If your leaders are to misbehave and all you can do is but cry, you should be a stupid person then to think that when our country here in Ghana, we decide you can let us revise our decision. You should be clearly stupid. Clearly you don't think deep before you take your actions. Of course, it is called introspection. Don't confuse my eloquence and proficiency in English and misidentify me for one who is soft. I am not. My dear brother, I am as tough and hard as something you can't imagine, trust me. The ancestors of this soil, Ghana, taught you a lesson that you are the problem you have to deal with before you step out, my brother. You came to Ghana trying to fight for Nigerians in Ghana, only to go back to be faced with the reality that you cannot even fight for one Nigerian while you are in Nigeria. It is a big disgrace to your activism, my brother. If you try Ghana physically, the ancestors of this country will teach you and test you spiritually, position you, and let you know. Osheku, Nunu, Osheku. If your Nigerian leaders will misbehave and all you can do, very dark man, is to cry. When Ghanaians and the politicians in our country are taking our actions, please, look off. Nature has just posed you powerless. If you don't know, let me tell you. Nature has just posed you an empty, toothless liar. Because when Fish Magnet was murdered, all you could do was to cry, bro. Once upon a time, police officers murdered my friend right in front of me. Right afterwards, I had to be murdered. but I was able to escape. Because of course, before that instant, I was told to go. And I left. 10 days later, they fished me out. Because of course, where I was working, they came there. And just because of me, they wanted to arrest everybody. Plant marijuana on us and heed as a case. Foreign from what case they hold actually against us, against me. I realized I was the Jonah in that shit, so I had to leave. I left, went back home, where I did reside. Would you believe you me? On a Thursday, I was home. On Friday, while I was with my gang on the top of a storyboard, I told them, men, police, and my mommy, why ourselves? Though, okay, you don't see me tomorrow. I'm in sales. Tomorrow. If I were tomorrow, believe you me. Yes, I was arrested by the police. Why do you think they will arrest me? After analyzing my friend right in front of me. Because they know I have a loud mouth. And they know that I am not a pen paper gangster. And I'm not a practical gangster. I'm not a bad or a good person. I am who I have to be to make sure I survive as and when I need. And I will always be. They wanted to get me too dead. Believe you me, Imesan police station is the station I'm talking about. I gave them a hell of a battle they would never forget. They never forgot that. And the CID of my case is CID Akufu. I'll still mention his name. And he knows I am not a coward. I am only Hansa. But the intensity of my bravery is as ugly as Satan's back. Believe you me, I'm Lucifer Ranks. I am only a handsome boy. Vidya, you acted very stupidly. And if in case you want to make the translation of the demise that you fell in Nigeria, which was evident in the death of Fish Magnet, it is the ancestors of Ghana that wanted to let you VDM know that your problem as a Nigerian is your own country. So don't be stupid the next time. Gentlemen, humble yourself and respect yourself. Ghana is not a country full of women. Let you know that there is no woman in Ghana. There isn't an old lady to hear. In case you did not know. Lastly, I want to give you this advice video. You are not the only school dropouts. It will make sense. You are not the only school dropouts, bro. So steady to make yourself approved onto that very path you seek to pursue. Think it. Alright? Because as it stands now, you have just but portrayed you are stupid, you are irrational when it comes to thinking. And I did not want to address you because some people think that doing that is me trying to create content. And I just want to put you on a spiritually more cautious path. That when you're dealing with Ghanaians, you are dealing with a highly spirited people who know from where you are coming, just as at from where you are directed. Okay? Let that advise you. And please, if you are offended with my statement, forgive me. I just chose like a brother to let you understand without missing words the essence of your actions. The end result of every action is the reason for the action. The end justifies the means. That is my philosophy. And so if at the end of it all, at the end of all you wanted to do VDM, it ended up in Fish Magnet dying and you crying and ending all you had to do at crying, please deal with Nigeria, because your biggest problem as a Nigerian is Nigeria. If I have spoken to offend anyone, pardon me. I didn't interrupt.
This Ghanaian man always speak a lot of sense about Ghanaians and Nigerians and things Nigerians need to know about Ghanaians. A lot has been spoken on this video. They have not given their point and reasons of what they think about Ghanaians and Nigerians, and also about Mr. Jude Iyenetu, also known as Igbo Chief. Please, I would love to see your take on this issue of Mr. Jude trying to sue Dr. Aksa Ayariga to court. I would love to see what you think on the comment section. But for me, I don't see the need of this man trying to cause more havoc for we Nigerians living in Ghana. I must tell you, all this thing is doing is causing trouble for us, because when Ghanaians start to say that Nigerians must leave Ghana again, we the innocent Nigerians who are not from the Igbo tribe will also suffer from these consequences of what he's trying to do. Knowing that they gave him deadline to leave the country. We all saw the video. They gave him on the 17th of this month for him to leave the country, Ghana. He have not trying to appeal or find a solution to solve all this problem we have caused. He's trying to bring more havoc. What make you feel that you can sue Dr. Aksa Ayariga to court in his own country? Because Ghanaians are saying that you cannot be a king in Ghana. They are holding to their ground that you can never be a king, you cannot build a kingdom in their land. So what is the crime? That is saying that this man lied upon his head, is not doing some of the things they accuse him of doing. So what? Why do you want to cause more problems, sir? Please, we don't need more havoc, because all these things, I know what I went through. For the 3 to 4 months, we went through a lot of trauma. You have no idea how many times I cried in my room because of this whole problem of Nigeria must go because of Mr. Jude Iheanacho. You want to start another one again. Sir, please, I beg. We don't need more problem. We don't need it. Just take your time. Go cancel that case or cancel whatever thing you think you are trying to do. Don't start any trouble, because this thing will go a long way. I'm telling you, if you start this problem, it will go a long way. To the end of this year, this thing will not finish. Don't even start what you cannot finish, because there's no way you can win the case. You cannot win the case because the video was everywhere when they saw what you said, that you want to build a kingdom in the country. Who gave you the audacity to even say that word in the first place? You are going to prove a point. So, sir, please don't cause more problem for us. Just let this thing let go and move on with your life. That is what I think. But at the same time, I would love to see your comments on the comment section of what you also think of this video. And please, at this point, if you have not liked the video, please do me well by liking the video. And don't forget to share so that more people can see this video. And please, if this is the first time you're coming across this channel, please do not make it your last by subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to the channel. And I will see you in my next video. Bye for now and stay blessed.